brace yourselves. It is time for the Sonic Classic Trilogy here at UKSG Blue 2023 in support of Crisis, where we have raised over $3,000, of which $600 of that has gone towards making this the most difficult we can for HUDs in enabling the unlimited boss count part of this category. So HUDs, I'm going to leave it all to you.
Oh, thanks, Skenmy. You're
Enjoy.
So nice. Hi, everyone. I am back. This is the finale of UKSG Blue 2023. Are we all ready? Excellent, excellent. First off, do not adjust your sets. If you are hearing static, that is completely normal. Everything's fine. It's just what the emulator does. Couple of things that we need to get out of the way to begin with. Firstly, I want to give a huge shout out right at the beginning to the wonderful, the amazing Alistair Aitchison. This is his magic box that he created, and it's because of this that we can do some amazing things, such as the Sonic Ring Shuffler, but also what we're about to see today, which is the Boss Rush Shuffler. Without him, this isn't possible. As you can see, we have 4 ROMs, Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and Sonic & Knuckles. Yes, these are all legitimate ROMs. I bought them. So, we're going to go in and get this set up. While I'm getting this set up, I'd like to introduce my wonderful commentator. I've got CBK here with me.
Hello, hello.
And you've seen this, but you haven't run this, have you?
Yeah, I've watched a lot of runs of this. I know the games quite well. So we've got the 4 ROMs of Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and Sonic & Knuckles. So I know the games quite well. I'm usually a Knuckles runner, so I'm not that well versed.
Repping the Knucks.
Yeah, not that well versed in Sonic, but yeah, it's going to be good fun.
It's going to be great. So, we're going to set up the boss rush here. We're going to start a new boss rush. As you can see, the boss count is unlimited. To quickly explain what this means, though, we're going to have plenty of time anyway. There are 42 bosses across the 4 games. The boss count determines how many bosses the game loads in before it starts shuffling between them. So every time I hit a boss, it's going to switch to another boss. Once it's got the number of bosses that I've selected, it will then start shuffling. With unlimited, it means we're going to have to load in all 42 bosses, and then it will start shuffling between them. It gets a little bit manic, very chaotic. I will give you a warning now. While it shouldn't be too bad, a bit of a flashing lights warning at times, it can change between the games quite quickly. Also, as per the rules, I'm going to shuffle the seed. I don't know what the seed is, which means I have no idea what order the bosses are going to come in. This is completely random, completely RNG. It requires me to A, know what I'm doing with the bosses, and B, react very, very fast. So, without further ado, are we ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Fantastic. 3, 2, 1, go. And we're starting off in Carnival Night Zone Act 1. So this is our first boss. We're going to go all the way to the right. The way this starts is that we start at the nearest checkpoint to the boss, and then we have to get into the boss arena and begin. So we're going to see our lovely friend here, the Doctor. I'm going to bonk him on there. This is going to come down. The moment he gets hit, we're going to another boss. This is Death Egg Zone Act 1 from Sonic & Knuckles. This is... this one. Oh, God, I can't remember the name of it. That's the one. Thank you. Lava Reef 2. So this is number 3, so really need to not die here. Now, an interesting thing that you'll notice is that my ring count is already on 13 here. That's because we carry rings between the bosses. They carry over. Now, this is really good for us. We can build up lots and lots of rings. However, I'm going to tell you now, at some point, I will take a hit. It will happen very fast after the shuffling starts. I will probably end up with 1 ring. That's kind of intentional. It's always going to be that way. It's kind of the 1 ring to save them all. I will prioritize keeping that ring over everything. Literally everything. Because, as you can see, we're kind of in the boss arenas. And apart from these 3 rings here that we get in Wing Fortress, there basically aren't any rings in any of the boss arenas. Which means once I'm in there, and then we start shuffling, if I lose all my rings, that's it. I have no rings, and I can instantly die in any of the bosses after that.
Yeah.
So it gets really fun.
Basically, we're going to see a lot of these beginning bits of the bosses. You've got to load in all 42 bosses, right, before you can actually get into sort of the crazy stuff that's going to start happening. Exactly.
Now, there are a few bosses. In fact, there's 2 bosses that we will actually complete if they appear early. Those are Sandopolis Act 1, because you can't actually shuffle out of it, because the boss technically doesn't take any damage. The other one is Labyrinth 3 in Sonic 1. The reason for that is that you can actually complete the whole boss without hitting him. I missed the ring box. Do that again. Not that I need the rings, but... Oh, come on, Ards, do it properly. Jump. That's what I want. Yeah. The invincibility. Lab 3, because you complete the whole boss without actually hitting him, and it's quicker that way than shuffling. So down to Sando 2. So you can see in the bottom left, we've got a death count. We also have a swap count. I need to be very careful with what I say next. How much do I want to give? And how much do I think I'm going to die?
Oh, what are you thinking?
I will donate... Oh, God, this is a bad idea. I will donate £5 for every death during this run.
Oh.
Which could be fine, because I have done this with a single death before. I've never actually done this deathless in the unlimited count. But I have also done this with about 15 deaths
Yeah,
before.
it can really vary.
It really can.
Huds,
Squeeze under there.
Huds, I will match you.
Yo, let's go, scare
Aw.
me.
That's cool.
So yeah, I've never actually done unlimited boss count deathless. I've done 4 boss and 8 boss count, but never this one. I did it with 1 death.
Yeah.
So this could be a first, but probably not.
Yeah.
So here we are in Standard 1. The pyramid's going to come up. As I say, this is a boss that we can't actually get out of. He technically doesn't take any damage from us, so we're just going to complete this one.
Dwayne.
But yeah, so there's a death count at the bottom left. There's also a swap counter. So the swap counter will tell you how many times we swap between the bosses. Once we hit 42, at that point, all the bosses are loaded. This takes around about 11 minutes, give or take. So we still got about another 7.5 minutes of loading bosses at the moment. And also Dwayne here, which we're leading towards the sand.
So from what I'm aware, the shields don't carry over, do they?
Correct.
Just rings. Okay.
So the other thing, and you know this as a Sonic runner, you eventually develop strats for doing all the bosses, right? And we cheese a lot of them.
Yeah.
A lot of them involve damage boosting.
Oh yeah. I love damage.
Oh, Doomsday, lovely. We've got a lovely minute intro here. So a lot of them involve damage boosting. That's where we intentionally take damage so that we get our iframes, our invincibility frames. Sonic becomes invulnerable for a short period of time, and we can do things like get inside Robotnik's hitbox and get lots of really quick hits. I'm doing a really bad job of collecting rings there. Stop avoiding the rings, Huds! You need them!
There's a missiles, Hud.
I mean, I can hear you Hug doing the wee, 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 wee.
Oh, we
no.
need the sound pack in here.
Right. Avoid that one and then stay here and then just go to the right. Yeah, so here's the thing with Boss Rush Shuffler. Because when it starts shuffling, I have no idea which boss we're going back to. Most of the strats, not all of them, but most of them that we would use in a typical Sonic speedrun, I can't actually use in this because it usually leaves Sonic in a rather precarious position that is either going to result in me taking a hit and losing my rings, and that's very bad, or it requires actually quite a lot of more finite movement that you don't realize you're doing until you need to actually do it when you swap back. And because of reaction time and stuff, you kind of need to account for all these things. So most of the bosses, I've actually developed brand new strats for them to essentially make them shuffle safe. So you've probably heard the term marathon safe before, where, you know, you kind of adjust the things that you're doing so that they're, you know, safe for a marathon estimate. Well, these are shuffle safe. The idea being is that for most of the bosses, I have a strat that allows me to essentially complete them and know where Sonic's going to be, or at least know that Sonic's going to go back to a known good position, in theory, whenever I go back to that boss, without having to know when I'm going back. Not every boss has one, but most of them. Other than that, it's a lot of memorizing and reaction time. Now, some of them, like this one here in Mystic Cave, you'll notice there are no rings between the checkpoint and the boss. Quite a lot of the levels, we actually forego any rings that are there because they're usually behind us. But ones like Mystic Cave, there are no rings at all. So if we take a death in that one, not only do we lose all our rings in all the other ones, but when we respawn there, there's still no rings. So one of the things that I do tend to do in the Unlimited run, although I'm going to try and avoid it, it's going to cost me today, is take intentional, like, tactical deaths, as I call them. Whereby it's easier and better to take a death that's only going to cost me, say, 6 or 8 seconds to get back to where I was, but get rings along the way, than perhaps maybe losing a life in Launch Base 2 after I've already sat through the... Sat through the 1+ minute cutscene.
Yeah. I'm just curious about this one, because you don't actually have to hit Eggman, so do you just complete this boss then?
Yep, just go to the right, complete it.
Okay.
Complete it. There we go. That's number 2 done.
Nice.
So Spring Yard, there are rings to the left, but instead I'm just going to go along here. Don't go down the middle. Nice. And off to the right. So again, yes, it's good to have rings. I need rings. There's no way I can complete it without rings. But the actual number of rings that I have doesn't matter. As long nice time. Oh, god damn it.
No.
It's fine. There's rings here.
It begins.
It's fine, yeah. As I was going to say, the number of rings I have don't matter as long as I have at least one.
Yeah.
There are certain bosses as well, and you'll see this as we go. Hilltop being a good example, where I am almost guaranteed to take some kind of damage after defeating the boss. It's almost a guarantee,
Yeah,
like
once you hit the
99%.
lava.
So if I lose my rings and I go back there after doing like the last hit, it's not good.
Yeah, yeah.
Hi Nux, bye Nux.
Cool, best boy.
It's fine, we'll be seeing him again soon.
Oh,
Speaking
here
of
we go.
hilltop.
Hilltop. Growing babies there.
Big jump. There we go. Should be safe from Knuckles. Hidden Palace. So we're on 29 swaps. This is boss number 30. So 12 more
I'm
to
not
go.
looking.
Marble Garden
Yeah,
1.
he's gone.
Now you'll notice that Alistair's been so kind to us, and in Sonic 3 Standalone and in Sonic 2, we've got Tails with us. Yeah, it's not good.
Yay.
It's really not good.
Tails.
Tails has a mind of his own, and he loves to do just extra random hits when you're not expecting them. Usually after you've just taken damage from the boss and lost all your rings, then you go to another boss and you're screwed. He just has a habit of getting in the way and doing things you don't want him to do. So yeah, we don't like Tails. He's not helping! He never helps! Right, Uwu Ball time. So I hope you like boss themes, you're going to hear them a lot. Right, Angel 1. Believe it or not, this is the nearest checkpoint to the boss. You've got to go all the way through, like, half the level.
Yeah, it's quite far.
Surprisingly far away. Now, with this one, it's slightly different strat. I'm going to go to the left here. I'm going to grab the fire shield. The reason for it is that while the boss is very easy, the easy bosses in this run are sometimes the most precarious because you get a little bit complacent with
Yeah.
them. I'm actually going to jump on top of him with the fire shield. It should give me the bounce strats on it, but if it doesn't, the fire shield will at least keep you safe from the fire, mean that I shouldn't lose any rings.
Ooh, so if you die on this one, you go all the way back to the start of this auto-scroller.
Yeah, so you go back to start the auto-scroller. So this is where taking like a tactical loss of life is key.
Yeah.
Because there are some where you will lose a lot of time. And while I've got a little bit of leeway in the estimate, the last time I ran the unlimited boss count, that leeway was not quite enough.
Ooh.
Yeah. There's a couple of levels. So it's basically Launch Base 2. This one's not so bad, but it's not great. It's basically Launch Base 2 and the giant egg robo at the end of Death Egg in Sonic Knuckles. They're the worst for it. Those ones, if you take a death at the wrong point, you're losing like 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes. Oh, also Lava Reef 2, because that level just sucked. Right, 37 loaded. We're nearly there.
A few more bosses to go.
Time for a couple of donations.
Yeah, go for it.
Wonderful. We've had a $5 donation coming from Bogloire, who says, "Why, yes, Argic, I'd love a sweet." This came in quite some time ago, so I don't know whether that person is still here.
Scammy wants a sweet.
We've also had a $10 donation from Big the Dave, who says, "Hey everyone, keep donating. Don't be rando misers."
Really, Dave? Really?
We're just going to keep taking his money. We're good with this.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. So this is a good example in Angel Island 2. Normally we do like 8 jumps on top of the boss and then go to safety. I found out that while you can do it, it's not particularly safe, so I do the spin dash strat instead. We get 4 hits at the beginning and then another 4 hits after. Oh good, we've reached 100 rings. Unfortunately, there's only a couple left, but it means every time I start a level, we get an extra life, which is nice.
Oh, nice.
I've got unlimited lives though, so
Yeah, I was going to say, does that even make a difference?
no, it really doesn't. But it's just fun. If I get it early enough, then you basically get 20 extra lives in a row. And you just hear it over and over again.
Wait a minute. Unlimited lives means unlimited deaths.
Yes, it does.
That's a
me.
very expensive
Yes,
issue.
it is, Scan me.
Oh dear.
Right, 41 swaps, which means this should be boss 42, so the chaos is about to begin. Here we go. Yep, here we go. Lovely.
Okay, so yeah, now the proper shuffling starts. Now we've loaded all the bosses. So it's going to be quite quick screen
Oh,
shuffling.
Marble
here.
2 hadn't loaded.
Oh,
Where
really?
have my rings gone?
Wait, how?
Where did my rings go?
Where?
I didn't take a hit. Thanks,
Got
game.
49 swaps. How have they all loaded it?
Alistair found a bug. Right, so I'm in position. That's fine. There we go. It's fine. I got 7 rings. I mean, again, I'm going to take a hit at some point, and I'm going to lose all my rings, and then I'm going to grab just one, and then that's that. So it's all good. Right, Tails, don't let me down now.
Tails.
There we go. See in Mystic Cave, Tails got that hit, not me.
Yeah.
Oh god, what's the order? 4-3. This is the other thing. I need to remember the order of these as well, because we do still do the manip on that one.
I play Sonic 1 Forever where it's random. Completely random. the remake.
Yeah, believe me when I say I'm very glad it's not random in this. Right, that's fine. So there's the 1 ring. The 1 ring can save the world.
Got to keep hold of that ring.
Ah! There we go, that's fine. Got
Lucky
ring.
you saved
So,
some there.
this is the only good thing about Wing Fortress is this one you do tend to get hit a lot, but there's at least 3 rings, so I always try and save them as best I can. Oh no. Okay. Metro is another really bad one, by the way, because those spinny orb things are a nightmare to try and time. Ooh, I thought I had instant bug, so I was a little bit cautious then. Actually, I'm going to wait for that one. Play it safe.
I don't think I could do these without damage boosting. I rely on it way too much.
It takes a lot to kind of, for like a typical Sonic speedrunner, to kind of get you out of the mentality of trying to damage boost everything.
Yeah.
Like, it can still be done to a degree,
Yeah.
but it is tricky. Oh, Tails. Tails in a bad position in
no.
Hilltop. He's in a really bad position. Normally he stays out the way. I'm going to take a hit at Mystic Cave as well. Don't know if you saw that, but there was a little spike. Oh, there's the instant shield bug.
Oh, got the ring.
Yeah, mine don't, of course. Right, 4-3-2 next. This side. So yeah, a lot of what I'm trying to do as well is just make mental notes on the last possible hit of where I am, what position I'm in, what's due to come up, just so I can, like, when I next go back, I'm kind of somewhat prepared. Kind of.
Sometimes you get a nice smooth like rhythm going where you like bounce on top of them and they keep shuffling.
Oh, that's a really bad jump. What was that? Oh god, he's in a bad position. Okay, I've not got that right at all. There you go. There it is.
Ring,
Oh,
ring.
oh, thank you,
Tails
Tails.
got it. Oh, Tails, the bro.
Okay, so I'm going to be honest. What normally happens in Mystic Cave is I get hit, and then Tails immediately hits the boss, and I go, no! My ring! No! Okay, I'm going to take a death at some
Now it's
point.
got dangerous.
Yes, it has. Oh, no! Oh, no, the ring's there! The ring's there! No! Oh, this... Tails! Oh,
Oh, and it's the scroller one.
why'd it have to be that one? Okay, one down.
I
And it's
cursed it. I
the
shouldn't have asked earlier. I cursed it.
That's fine. So, hey, I got rings again at least. So this is the other thing as well. You end up doing something in a level like Mystic Cave that I was trying to jump over the boss. It then swaps you, and of course it's carrying the button inputs through to the next one, and you can only react so far. I do try to, on every swap, if I know it's coming, to release all buttons so that it doesn't affect what's happening in that one. But sometimes, as you just saw, you just can't
too
react.
quick,
It's
yeah.
too quick. It's again, especially if like Tails does a hit,
Yeah.
where you can't really anticipate it a lot of the time. So it happens. That's one down. That's a $5. Scare me. I hope you didn't spend all your money on Amazon, mate.
I just bought so many shiny things.
Aw.
Oh dear. Also, Mr. Tickles. Hi, Mr. Tickles. We love him. Right. Up this side. Oh, I missed the ball. That's nice. Usually I get hit by that. 4-3-2-4.
I've noticed that the ring count keeps jumping between 1 and 34. Is that a bug or?
It's because every time it goes back to the next boss, it's having to update it from the previous one
Right.
because we haven't been back there since we were last there on one ring. One down. Well, technically 3 down, but also for all my fans out there, including Clov. Wow.
Wow.
Shout outs to Clov. Amazing speedrunner. And he likes the wow. I'm in a really bad position there. That's not the strat I should be doing. I'm currently doing damage boost strats, which is not the way. Tails, behave.
Got plenty of rings.
Oh no. Okay, so a couple of other little quirks of this magic box for your CBK. Tails! That he did another Mystic Cave hit. Couple of other little quirks of this one. So the idea being is that every boss hit it swaps you, right? Except the final hit on the boss. Because you need to complete the boss and go to the next one. However, there are some levels where that doesn't necessarily apply. For example, with Red Eye, the first hit of each stage won't actually swap you, but the final hit will. Likewise, on this, the second to last hit won't do it, so you know when it's the last hit, and of course it's last hit on that bit. So same for the second stage, the second to last hit won't swap me, neither will the last. But then it makes up for it, because things like Mushroom Hill 2, the last hit will swap me even when it's not supposed to.
Oh.
It's not because it's a bug in the code or anything, it's actually a bug with the way that the game itself handles the memory for the boss hits. Because obviously we're looking into the game's memory to figure out when there's actually a hit. And it does weird things. Oh, there go my rings again. Oh, joy. Knuckles is such a pain. Mystic Cave's done, thank God.
Yay.
This is a typical death point.
Now we just need to get that ring back. Wing Fortress, please.
I kind of want to go to Hidden Palace, but I kind of don't. Please be good. Oh no, that's a really bad shield off. And now I'm going up. No, strats.
Uwu ball.
No. Oh god, I'm going to die in Uwu ball. This
On
is
the wrong side. Yeah, we need to stay on the top.
this is bad. Oh, this is so bad. Okay, jump. No. Oh, okay. This is bad.
Play it safe.
Oh, okay. If I can finish this level, that'd be good because there's extra rings there.
Be careful with the flames at the bottom.
Oh god. Ah!
Why is the music still playing?
Also, yes, expect speedrunner noises. We get a lot of these. Why are you there?
Uwu ball, please.
Ah! This is not going well right now.
Oh, that's scary. That's scary.
Okay, I have no idea what happened there. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, I'm dead
I'm
in
surprised
hydro.
you survived as long
Unless I
without
get a
ring.
ring, I'm dead in hydro. It just caught me. I was in the wrong position.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, is there anywhere I can take a tactical death right now? Not red. Oh, I nearly got caught by the
It
insta-shield
took
bug
tails
again.
out.
I'll explain that bug in a second when I'm less panicky from no rings. Oh, God, this is very
No.
bad.
Doctor,
There we go.
please.
Whew. Okay, insta-shield bug, for those who don't know it, Sonic 3 Standalone has this really annoying bug where if the insta-shield is still active when I land on the ground, it doesn't reset the insta-shield flag. So when I jump and try to use it again, it thinks it's already been used, so I don't get the insta-shield. So I don't get, like, the temporary iframes from it.
Yeah.
It's a real pain.
Yeah.
It's a real
I
pain.
bet.
Okay, it's another one down, so that's good.
Yeah, so shield's a lifesaver for Sonic. Basically, extends your hitbox.
Oh, no, that's bad. Oh, no. I'm in a really bad position in so many levels right now.
Oh my god, you've been lasting really long with that ring. Like.
Okay.
You're costing me money, Hans.
Not yet, I'm not. Oh, God, I really need rings. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 4, 2.
I don't know how you remember like, where you are on this one. It's amazing.
Okay, another one down.
Nice.
Okay,
That's 7
8 of 42,
bosses.
that's what? Nearly a fifth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Oh yeah.
I already been caught.
I thought a Hydro was gonna get yeah.
Hey, scare me.
Thing.
Cha-ching!
How many? We're at 2 deaths.
Okay, but the good thing is, I didn't really lose much time on this one. It was only about 10 seconds in, and I've got rings now. So
Yeah.
that's kind of a good example of like an unintentional tactical death.
Yeah, it's not such a
1,
bad one.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, nearly too early. That's fine. Okay, cool. Another one down.
Nice.
Now we're over a quarter of the way there. Now, it looks a little bit bad for the estimate, right? We're only a quarter of the way there, and I'm only I'm 20 minutes in. Not good, right? However, again, we spent 11 minutes getting all the bosses in. We're now going to spend about 15 minutes defeating or getting close to defeating most of them. And then suddenly we're just going to start completing them one after the other really quick.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Hopefully.
Bye, Mr. Tickles. It's been nice knowing you. Shout out to RPG, by the way, for naming Mr. Tickles. Another one double.
Nice. It starts getting through them really quickly after a while.
That one's actually a really nice boss. It's one of the few where you can actually use the OG strat of just spin dashing from the left side, and it works every time. So the reason why we got the invincibility in Green Hill 1 is because otherwise you're pretty much guaranteed to get hit. It's very hard to time where you're going to be. So it just kind of guarantees a bit of safety there. Also, you will notice Doomsday has a separate ring count.
Yeah, I did notice that, yeah.
It's very intentional. Oh, God, I got no fire shield. I forgot about that. It's very intentional because otherwise, well, I'd failed it already. You can turn that off. So if you want Doomsday to share its ring count with every other level, you can.
That would be
I don't
painful.
recommend it.
You just keep dying, because when you run out of rings, you lose Super Sonic,
Yeah.
right? So.
Oh, have you tried that? How was it? Bad, yeah. You died. You don't say. Right, let's go for strats.
Oh,
That's fine.
red eye.
Oh, I got 2 rings back. Okay.
Second phase.
I'm gonna go for this. This is probably a bad idea. Oh, Tail, save me!
Get the ring, get the ring.
It's fine. We got ring.
There we go.
No, Tail, save me! It's fine. Tail, save me. There you
Does
go.
help sometimes.
Oh, come on! Ring! There you go. Always prioritize ring. Now, the nice thing about the rings carrying is it does make some levels easier. Like Death Egg and Sonic 2, normally we don't have any rings.
Yeah.
No, this is... Okay, cool.
That was lucky.
Sonic 1, by the way, has a really annoying bug where if you... There's all my rings! Damn you, Knuckles. Curse you. Oh, now I come back to Wing Fortress with ring. Yeah, cheers, game.
Keep the rings there.
What is this seed?
Save it for later.
I've forgotten what I was going to say now. Oh, no. That's what I was going to say. Hey, right, cutscene. Tell you what, we got like half a minute here. Scam me. Any messages?
Of course there are. We've had a $20 donation from Jack to Hearts, who says, here's $2 for every time I died in Fallout 1 and 2, and $3 for every time I put explosives in the pockets of people and they weren't blown up. One of these days my bad luck will run out. Surely.
Sure.
And we've also had a $93.65 donation from
Nice
Nordic,
thanks.
who says Spring 2021 get, and that brought us up to the $3,180 required to get us to the same position as we were in Spring 2021. Thank you so much to all of you for a great weekend of speedruns and fun. Consider this my prepayment and prediction for 18 deaths. Hopefully HUDs proves me wrong. See you all at the next event.
Oh, cheers.
That'll be a lot of money.
I'm on to. Nah, it's amazing. 3,250 already. Thank you all so much for your donations. It really does go to a very worthy cause with Crisis. And obviously, because we are retaining 10%, it actually does help us put on future UKSGs, which means we can keep raising more money for Crisis. It's a win-win all round.
Yeah, it's been a great event.
And
Nice, another boss down.
Oil Ocean done.
Got 13. Nice.
I completely forgot what I was talking about before Scammy spoke. I had a train of thought and then I just blanked.
One brain cell.
It happens. It happens. Yeah, there we go. No! Oh, Tails, why? There we go. That's what I get for trying to do risky strats.
There are actually other games that we can add to this, right? Is this one where you... I'm not saying you should...
Yes, you can add 3D Blast to this. Thanks, Alistair. It is possible to add 3D Blast to this. Genuinely, there is a reason I haven't for the marathon. One is because I haven't really optimized the bosses in yet, and I want to do a little more work on optimizing them. Two, because it actually makes it so much easier.
Oh, really?
Because all the bosses in 3D Blast have plentiful rings.
Yeah.
So every time you go there, you can just pick up another ring just to keep yourself safe. Right. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Ring bug. Ring bug in Sonic 1 and Sonic 2. If you lose rings in Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, in some levels, for some reason, if Sonic remains on the ground, so if he was on the ground when he got hit and then remains on the ground, the rings phase through him and the ground.
Wow.
So you have to jump off the ground to then kind of interact with the rings again. But things like Death Egg there, it's really nasty because of where I'm kind of positioned. If I jump off the ground, I hit the boss. So I then disappear from the level before I've grabbed the ring because I've hit the boss.
Good old Sonic one.
There's so many bugs and quirks to this that you got to think about as you're doing the run.
You have to really adjust how you normally play. Because, I mean, you run the games anyway, like, you know, outside the shuffle, obviously, so you have to really adjust how you approach the bosses.
Absolutely. I'm waiting for Alistair to get really evil and add, like, CD93 to this. But so far, it's only 3D Blast. It brings it up to 50 bosses. But yeah, it does just make it so much easier. So I like to do it with just the 4 games and then play around with the boss count. It's a bit of fun.
Yeah, I think having the classics is nice.
It's good. It's the ones everyone remembers as well. Like, while everyone, like, a lot of people do know 3D Blast and CD, I would say that the kind of the classic trilogy, even though there's 4 games, shut up, the classic trilogy is probably the most well-known of the line and the most consistent in terms of their
They blend
design.
together quite well. Makes it more chaotic.
We have had a $50 donation coming
Woo!
from Okoma, who says they
Let's
are
go.
preemptively matching HUD's death counter donation.
Wow! Nice to see that my community has so much faith in me.
Now you gotta live up to it. That's what
What do you mean I've got to live up to it? I don't want to live up to that. Right, what was I saying about Carnival Night? Oh yeah, Carnival Night. I really don't want his ball to go towards the right because if it does, I'm basically going to end up stuck waiting on it. It's a lot of time loss. 4, 3, 2, 4, 2, 1.
Just how many hits left?
So it'll be 1, then it'll be 4 and 3, and then that's that one done.
Good memory.
Hey, we're back here again.
Oh,
Lovely. So next it'll be 4.
Lucky. Also, as there's less bosses, then there's less things loading in, so you can remember more easily, I suppose, which is going to come next.
Kind of, yeah. Oh, cutscene time. Lovely. Yeah, so, by Tails. That's what he deserves. Yeah, so obviously the more bosses we complete, 18 out of 42 done, so that now leaves 24 to go. So almost halfway there. Yeah, the fewer there are, the easier it is to remember, and the more often we go back. Oh no. It is easier at that point, so yeah, like it's nice when they start going. The problem is ones like this cutscene. If I die on the next 2, bear in mind there's still 2 bosses to do on this level. If I die, I have to sit through this cutscene again. and lose another minute. That's why the
Yeah.
estimate's kind of
Massive
generous,
time loss.
but it's a lot of time loss. Anyway, Scammy, you got like 30 seconds, mate. Go for it.
Keep those donations coming in. This is your last chance to get them in to go to Crisis, which is the national charity supporting people out of homelessness for good through education, support, and all other means. 90% of your donations go directly to Crisis, and 10% will come to us at UKSG to help us put on these awesome events, even though we do say so ourselves.
Thank you, Scammy. Okay, so this boss is one of the very few that has ring boxes available. So it is one where you can kind of replenish. I didn't actually need them, so it's a bit of a shame, but it is kind of useful.
Take what you can get.
So remember how I said, like, we were 20 minutes in, we'd only completed, like, 8 bosses or something, and, like, oh, estimate doesn't look good. We're now at 28, and we're 20 bosses through. I generally try to time this, that it's roughly 1 boss a minute we should be at, but in this particular one, it's very back-heavy. That was a really late ring count update on that level.
It just really depends, like, what bosses you get. Like, I mean, it's random. I mean, when you're going for a PB, like, it probably heavily depends on the seed that you get.
Yeah. So the seed only determines the order that they load in, as far as I'm aware. I don't know. Don't jump off the edge, Hudge, because you can just jump off the edge and die.
Oh, yeah, you've done that many times. It's called doing a HUD.
Yeah. Thanks, CBK. Oh, no, I took a hit. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, no, sorry.
She sabotaged me.
It's still
No,
a
it's
HUD.
fine. It's fine. Halfway through. What was I saying? Yeah, so the seed determines the order they load in, but obviously in Unlimited we load them all anyway before we start shuffling. I can't remember exactly how it's determined. I believe, I'm sure Alistair will correct me one day. I'm fairly certain it's essentially it changes based on frame count, plus some other shenanigans I'm sure Alistair's put in. Essentially what I'm saying here is, not only is the boss order randomized, but then the order I'm swapping them to is randomized to the frame. So even if I had the same seed, I'd never get the same order of swaps.
Yeah, so if you were, like, racing someone and you shared the same seed, it would still be different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once they're the only thing that would be consistent between them is the order the bosses load in. And to be honest, in Unlimited, it doesn't really matter. Right. Oh, no, it went to the right. Damn it! Okay, get you here.
Get your ring.
Now, this boss is an absolute pain in the backside. This bit's okay, although, believe it or not, it takes a minute longer to do it through the shuffler than it would normally. Because you have to kind of be a little more careful with the hits you do in the order, you get fewer hits, so it takes longer to finish. The issue I have is that once we get to the 3rd phase of it, we're into what I've lovingly labelled hold right territory. Where every time I hit a boss, I need to preemptively hold right in case I go back there, because if I don't, I won't have enough momentum and I will fall off and die after start again.
Yeah.
The problem I have is that in every other boss, I probably don't need to hold right. So it does become a little bit problematic. So the more bosses I can complete before we get to that stage, the better. Essentially, I want us as much as possible to not go back there right now.
Yeah.
26 down, 16 to go.
You're whizzing through them now.
Hey, 27 down. So you can see we're slowly starting to catch up to that minute timer.
Yeah, only 2 deaths.
Oh, Tails is in such a bad position in Hilltop. Okay, this will be last hit on Doomsday because it didn't swap. There you go.
Nice.
Doomsday done. 14 to go. Where are we? Ah, there's the hit. Yeah, always expected.
It's bound to happen in Hilltop, to be honest.
That's why I always need a ring for Hilltop.
Yeah,
Okay, where are we? Oh, I think this is last hit. Yeah,
Nice.
12. So I am trying to keep a mental note of what hits I'm on. Like, you kind of get a feeling for which cycle you're in as well. But it can... You do sometimes get it wrong. And then...
So all the bosses are between 6 to 8 hits, like mostly, right?
Yes, except for Lava Reef 2, which we haven't been back to for a while, actually. Which is 14 hits.
Yeah, why is that 14 hits when it's just basically standing there?
Considering it's an auto-scroller as well, because the devs hate games. It's the only reason why. Okay, 10 to go. Yeah, I have no idea why it's 14 hits. I'm just glad in Sonic 3.8 you can make it a normal 8.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot Uru Ball's completely ruined.
Uru.
Oh, thank goodness for that. Okay, Uru Ball done. 9 to go. This actually is going, dare I say it, pretty good right now.
Don't
8 to go.
For God's sake, why would you say that?
Why? Because your wallet deserves it.
Oh.
And dare I say it, Tails has been quite well behaved.
Yeah, you even helped us once.
Oh, I really don't want to be back here. Oh, Tails could have got me an extra hit, mate. Okay, we'll just wait for this. Okay,
Oh,
left side.
no.
Rings always go to the left. If it's solitary ring, it always goes left.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay. So now we're just going to do slightly safe strats. Okay. Oh, thank goodness it's saved. So, Death Egg in Sonic 2 is another one I really don't want to take a death in because there are no rings in it. This one I'm doing a little bit of a safer strat rather than doing the bounces on top where I'm always guaranteed to take a hit, or rather than trying to find the magic pixel where like you can stand there and you never get hit but you get insta-shield hits. I'm just playing it. Really?
No.
Really? What was that?
The off-screen ring.
That was mean. Okay.
I have to play careful.
Oh god, and now I'm in hold right. Really?
Oh no.
This has gone very bad. Okay, I'm probably going to take a death at some point. It's inevitable.
Just hold right. See what happens.
Oh god, yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, why Death Egg? There's no rings here.
Of course.
Oh.
It's always Death
Fine, I didn't need to eat this week.
Egg. We're gonna get into like the death loop cycle now. Hopefully not.
Oh god, and I'm here as well still. This is so bad.
So-
I might actually take an intentional death in a level where I can get rings.
Is there anywhere with rings left? Is Wing Fortune still with rings?
I'm just... yeah, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. That's fine. It's only about a 30-second loss at that point, but there's plenty of rings
You
here.
can get rings,
It's about
yeah.
the best one I could have done. If I'd done Lava Reef, I probably would have lost like 50 seconds at that point.
Yeah, that probably worked out quite well then.
Launch base is going to be a minute and a half if I die there. It's worth it in the long run. Here is... Oh, God, not having the fire shield sucks. There's still like 8 hits to go at
Yeah,
this point.
I don't understand. That's why it's so slow.
Thrilling gameplay! Jazz hands. Oh, hold right. I forgot about hold right. Right,
hold
don't
right.
let me forget. Hold right.
Hold right.
Oh, God, don't hold right there.
Hold
Oh,
right.
hold right there,
right,
though.
hold
Ah!
right. Hold right, hold right.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to take a death again. I need
Right.
rings. I need
Okay.
rings. Sorry, scam me. I don't know why I'm saying sorry to you. I'm suffering too here.
Deaths are stacked up.
I shouldn't have said a £5. I should have said like £2. Okay, well, that's all right.
Okay, that one's out of the way. That's
7
good.
to go.
Oh,
I keep forgetting to hold right.
Hold right.
You need to remind me to hold right.
Okay, hold right.
Okay. Everyone here,
Right.
can you please remind me to hold right?
Hold right.
Thank you.
Hold right.
That was
hold right,
good.
hold
Well
right,
done.
hold
Yes.
right. Hold right. Hold right. No, hold.
No.
Hold
Ah!
right. Get rings. Hold right. Hold right.
Hold right.
Hold right.
That was not good. No. 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 Get ring. No, my rings.
Oh god.
Oh God.
Hold right.
I might take another death in red eye. I'm not even joking.
Red Eye's give it the last one. I know it. Okay, hold right.
Okay, phew.
Okay.
6 to go, but they're all bad ones.
Hold right. Hold right.
I'm holding right. But thanks for reminding me. Oh God.
Oh, we need some rings.
Okay, I held right. It's good. Please be the. It's not the last hit, is it? No, it's not. Okay, that's that one
Ooh,
down.
nice.
5
Another
to
one
go.
down.
The number of levels I can get rings in, by the way, is diminishing very fast.
Might have
Hold
to-
right, good.
Hold right. Hold right. Okay.
Don't worry, I remembered. Yes!
Yes!
No deaths in Death Egg. Let's go.
No more holding right.
Okay, I'm doing this on purpose. Sorry, scam me. I want rings for launch base. I can't afford like a 2-minute loss right now in launch base.
I
And
can't afford for you to die anymore.
well, that's what you get for opening your mouth, mate.
Red Eye again. Sorry, we've got plenty of rings.
You say that now.
Oh, we've got 2.
Why does it have to be
This-
one? Why this level?
This boss is still going.
This boss sucks.
Because we love it.
Also, I'm really sorry about the bitrate at home because I probably look like a pixelated mess right
Oh
now.
yeah, it kills a bit right. Yeah.
Yeah. Actual bitrate killer. Goes wide, then comes back in. There we go.
Oh, it's Red Eye has 2 phases, so it takes forever.
Oh, it really does. But it's fine. It's worth it to have rings.
Yeah. I thought we were going to be taking Red Eye to the end.
Yes! Don't sound too shocked. God.
The most difficult boss.
Well done, Sonic. There we go.
Yeah.
Right, 3 to go. There's
That's what
this. There's launch base. What's the other one? Oh yeah, Red Eye.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, thanks. Cheers, Arg.
I
Nice
mean,
one, mate.
Red Eye's definitely going to be the last one.
The one you've been dying to.
Look at all those deaths.
There we go. Okay. So, believe it or not, now we're on big arms. I can't believe I'm about to say this. This is so going to come back to bite me in the ass. No, I'm going to say it anyway.
Zip. No.
Technically, it gets easier at this point.
No.
It should be easier.
Oh, that's going to cost me a lot of money.
He's gone and said it.
As long as I don't lose my rings. I'm not doing 12-0. Are you joking? Let's save the rings. Wow, that was a dodgy one.
Good music there.
Going right, going left. Where are you going to drop? Oh, that's not too bad. There we go. Up and over. Yep, nice.
Ooh. That was lucky. Get over those spikes.
Let's go for it. What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, famous last one.
Oh, where's my instant shield?
Got
Cheers,
ring.
game.
One ring. Last ring we have.
Best
It's like
music.
it comes back to this music, you know.
Where's oh, it's fine. Where's my ring?
Oh! I just got it.
I wasn't worried. Mild heart attack.
Alright. Hi.
It's fine, we're good. Now, they say you don't have to duck if you're on the right side. You absolutely do. Anyone says you don't have to duck if you're on the right side is lying. I am going to go for some slightly dodgy strats here, by the way.
Dodgy.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It'll be fine as long as I don't hit it after I lose the ring.
Don't you have to be like spin dashing there, like crouch there?
No, it's alright.
Come on.
Yes, I'm playing this safe. I've also just realised the estimate is in jeopardy right now. Shut up, Ugg. Okay, cool.
Woo.
The annoying thing is I've now got like a 30-second cutscene. Hurry up!
Come on. Which builds the suspense.
Wait, did I just hear one of you shout hold right?
It's Sonic. You always hold right. I mean,
I'm going to jump in with a $15 donation that we've had come in from, you might recognise this name, Alistair.
Oh.
It says, Huds, this has been beautiful. Thanks for an awesome run.
Oh. Alistair Aitchison, the amazing creator of the Magic Box. Thank you for making this. And for making my life hell. Right, come on. 28 seconds. Get on with it, Sonic.
come on.
There we go. Yeah, that's fine. That's
It's
fine.
alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's so close.
Okay, quick, go back. Hurry up. Signpost down. Hurry up, go back.
Final boss.
Oh, got one more hit. Hurry up.
Like, there's no way of getting any other rings now.
That's right. I don't need any more.
Yay!
Come on.
3, 2,
And
1.
time. Yeah! Let's go. Underestimate. Come on. Woo! Oh God!
Well done. That was close. And 404 swaps. Take a moment to breathe.
404 swaps not found.
That is the Boss Rush Shuffler made by Alistair Aitchison. You can download this and play this for free, by the way. Go to alistair.games. ALASTAIR. No, ALI. However you spell Alistair.games, alright? You can download it for free. Play it there. You can do the Ring Shuffler as well. You can do competitive mode and things. But yeah, that is the Boss Rush Shuffler, CBK. Thank you so much for joining for that. I hope you enjoyed it.
It's awesome to watch. I always love you watching you run this. And yeah, it's got a leaderboard, so
It does.
Join.
Yes.
Run the game.
I hold 5 of the 6 world records in this. KT4, an amazing Sonic speedrunner, holds the one for 4 boss count for 4 games. I will get it back eventually. But yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. One day I'll do this deathless. Scam me, you and me owe 30 quid, mate. I'm sorry. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this. My name's Hud601. Come follow me over on twitch.tv/Hud601. Big shout outs to everyone in Club 601. I love you guys. Big shout outs to everyone here in the room. I hope you enjoyed that. Huge thank you to our amazing tech team throughout the whole event who's been doing this. All the volunteers. Scare me on hosting as well. Thank you all for the effort you've put in for UKSG Blue 2023. It's been an absolute honor to get to close it with this. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Oh, finally, one last shout out. big shout out to my wife. I know you're watching, Mrs. Huds. I love you, absolutely. Thank you once again for putting up with me disappearing for a weekend. And I hope you enjoyed it.
Before we head off to our final intermission, we have a few donations to read out. We've got a $30 donation from Zen and Slayer, who says, "Good Lord, 1 second left." Thank you for that. We've had a $30 donation coming from Dev Insanity, who says, "Matching the deaths donation for the Shuffler. Amazing run." And oh dear. Oh, I slipped.
Oh, come on, Scamby.
I accidentally put in $50 per death.
What? Holy... What?
My bad.
What?
I'm not matching that, by the way.
You don't have to. We will be back with this. We will be back after this intermission with our closing ceremony. CBK, anything left to say?
Just this event has been awesome. I love you guys, and yeah, thank you everyone for watching.
And we've already heard enough of HUDs, so thank you very much. We will be back very shortly.
Woo!